So hey guys, welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Fridays video. Finally, after so long, I'm again doing Assassin's Creed Fridays. I wanted to kind of bring it back, you know what I mean? And yeah, since Assassin's Creed Valhalla is revealed and all that, I think what better way than to start Assassin's Creed Fridays again. So yeah, anyways, today's video we'll be talking about the theories and speculation for the story of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, I think since the narrative director of Sanskrit Valhalla is none other than Darby McDevitt, the guy who wrote Revelations and Black Flag, which are considered one of the best stories in the whole of Sanskrit franchise, I think definitely this game story would be definitely be incredible since Darby McDevitt is writing it. And with the things he's been saying as of recently with tweets and interviews, I'm genuinely excited to see what the story is going to be like. So yeah, I'll be speculating what the story could actually be and coming up with theories in this video of Assassin's Creed Fridays. Anyways, let's dive right into this Assassin's Creed Fridays video. Now, the things we have heard from interviews and all that, I think it's safe to say that the story of this game is going to be quite like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, with the main character not being a fully fledged assassin right from the start. But I think later on down the line, he will eventually come around and join the assassins. It's kind of like Edward. I think the main protagonist is a bit like Edward in a way, because he's also kind of this Viking who just wants to raid and make a great place for his family, like a great settlement for his family to live in, a safe and settlement. So I think that's kind of the same similar approach. While in Black Flag, Edward only cared about himself. He was a very selfish person in the beginning. But in this, I think in this we already know that this guy has a family and he has to care for them. That's why he needs to build a safe and a peaceful settlement for them in England, since they need more farming lands and all that. So I think in this we do take the role of a kind of a leader who cares about his people. And yeah, I think that's what kind of brings him on the path of the assassins eventually. I think something happens with his whole family or his village. With I think especially with the trailers, you could see the village being burned, and we kind of see a teary-eyed Ivor. So I have a feeling that the villains of this game, or any which way another tribe or in England, are probably gonna burn his village down when he's not there, and that might kind of cause him to join the assassins. And there's a lot of interesting theories, I think. But I think the story of this game will definitely be quite like a Black Flag. And even Ashraf Ismail say in a dev commentary that he will meet with the assassins early on and receives a hidden blade. So I'm guessing hopefully this time around we join the assassins slightly earlier, as in Black Flag we join the assassins quite late into the game, which is kinda like we only get to the assassin Templar stuff right at the end. Although I think with this game, I think we should be able to join the assassins slightly more sooner. I hope so, at least like midway through the game, so we can at least then get more assassins Templar stuff. Because people are saying that this doesn't seem like an Assassin's Creed game, but with what I've heard with Darby McDevitt in interviews, especially in the dev commentary, he kept saying that he kept saying that, like, as much as this is a Viking game, it's also an Assassin's Creed game. So I have faith in Darby that he'll definitely deliver a great Assassin's Creed story. And yeah, I guess. But then also there has been some theories and speculation about Solomon's Temple, or like Arabs being in the game, as Ashraf Ismail also tweeted out that Vikings did had connections with the Arabs. So that's also something really interesting to look forward to. Probably I think they're setting up Assassin's Creed 1 with the apple being in Solomon's Temple. I think probably towards the end of the game or something like that, we probably go to Solomon's Temple at some point with probably the apple and place it on there, and that's where kind of AC1 kicks off 300 years later. As this game is closer to AC1 than it is to Origins. So yeah, I guess that'll make sense, a lot of sense in that regard. So I do think there might be connections to AC1 in this game, and I think that's really interesting to me. I think Will we see Altair? I don't know. I don't think so. But in terms of returning characters, we could potentially see Bayek. I think the reason being why is because of this image here, with the Ashraf, Darby, and the voice actor for Bayek is also there, and I think that really leads me to believe that I think Bayek will play a part in this game. I think it'll be more like a Sanskrit Revelations, where like he has a memory. It's kind of like a memory key type of thing, where like the main character takes it and then synchronizes, and we get to play as Bayek in select missions, some missions, which would be really freaking cool. Because I mean, I'm one of those people who would love a Bayek sequel. But if they can't do a Bayek sequel, what better way than to do it like this, with kind of giving the Bayek the Revelations treatment that Altair got in, you know? So yeah, that's also pretty cool and interesting. And I think Stonehenge in this game, from what we can see and find out, it'll probably be a ECU site, I think, and there's definitely gonna be stuff related to ECU and first save in this game. Although I don't really want to delve deep into modern day because I don't really care about it. I think there's definitely gonna be nice, like a good involvement of ECUs and first save involved in this game. I think so. We also see that the main character refuses to make the finger cut ritual, as we see him, the hidden blade rested on top of his arm, not in the bottom. So I also guess that that's when he's the Ivor or Avor, whatever his name is. He's kind of, of course, like Ashraf is most stated in the dev commentary that he's, that he thinks it's such a cool weapon that why it should be hidden. So I have a feeling that he, kind of feels like he doesn't really feel like, abiding by the way assassins do things. He's more of a brutal guy who likes killing and all that, like he likes killing out in the open. He's a very, what can I say, high profile guy, like a very like exposed, if you know what I mean. Like while assassins do stuff more stealthily, and they kill their targets with using a lot of stealth and being hidden most of the time, but this guy is more like far, like open in the crowd. He likes fighting in open and all that. So I have a feeling that's kind of like their parallels and everything. But I think eventually something will cause the main character to change his ways and finally become an assassin. I think eventually when he finally joins the order, I do think he'll probably put on the blade the right way, with making the finger cut ritual, and he'll put on the blade at the bottom of the arm. I hope so, but it looks pretty cool. I hope also that they explain the controllable Raven gimmick well, because I think I kind of find it really annoying that they have been doing it for the past 3 games, and the mechanic somewhat worked with Origins, but I don't like the fact that it's been copied onto the 3 games. So I hope so that the controllable Raven is slightly explained, and what connection does Eivor have with the Raven. And of course there's going to be there's going to be some Norse mythology stuff involved in it as well, but it'll be more of a grounded experience, like it said in the interview. So I think, yeah, it's we'll have some Viking beliefs and religion based stuff. Like I think the story will be quite religion heavy as well, and it'll be definitely be interesting to see. Like I have seen a couple of shows based on Vikings. I've seen the Viking show, and they had some really really strong beliefs about Norse gods, and I think that would be really cool to show. I think we can already see that from the trailers, that's definitely going to be the case in this game. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. Yeah, about my theories and speculation. That's all I can pretty much make out from all this. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a Sanskrit Fridays video, and yeah, so like if it did, and if we get more Valhalla information in the future, I'll definitely try cover it up. I know a lot of people are disappointed from the recent gameplay trailer because of it's not being a demo, but I really don't know what to say about it, because Ubisoft already warned us. I mean, the creative director Ashraf Ismail already warned us about it, but I guess that's what people be sometimes. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next Sanskrit Fridays video, or next video that I'm going to make. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next time. Bye.